Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie, and in today's video I'm super excited because my niece is letting me make her press-on, so I decided I might as well and go ahead and film it and show you my process. So the tips I'm going to be using for her press-ons are the Painted Desert Extra Short Almond tips. I did send her some iGel Beauty short almond tips and then these Painted Desert Extra Short almond tips. And she said her preference was the extra short. So these are the ones I'm going to use. And I'm actually kind of glad she's using these because there's more size variety. So you can see here they go from 0 to 14. So 15 sizes in all. And she's got super tiny hands. So my niece is now, let me see, she will be 16 in November. So she's got super tiny hands. So I think these will fit her best. So you can see it's got a wide variety of sizes. So I'm just kind of showing you, I think this is like the 7. So it's kind of the in-between size. And then the smallest size is the 14, which is super, super teeny tiny. Normally for regular tips, I wear the smallest size for my pinky. This one is even too small for me. So you can sort of see, it's hard to see with the gloves, but they're really small tips. And then it goes up to the 0, which is actually quite a large tip. So just a wide variety and really great for making press-ons, which I don't do very often. And this is the first time I'm going to be making press-ons for someone that's not myself. So I'm definitely nervous that these are going to fit her or not. And in order to use the press-ons, I'm going to use this nail stand. So this is what I got from Amazon. I'll link all the products I use down below in the description. But I love this nail stand because the holders are really small and skinny. So when I'm using the really small tips, they don't hang over and I don't accidentally paint them. So look at how thin they are. The other stands that I have are a little bit fatter. And so when I go to like my pinky size, they kind of hang off and I kind of accidentally paint them. So I like that these are smaller and easier to use, especially for my niece's nails. In order to adhere the tips to the stands, I'm going to be using this Fun Tack. So it's like a blue putty. And I like to use it because it doesn't stick to the tips. It doesn't stick to the stand. It just keeps them put on the stand so that they don't move while I paint them. And of course, I'm going to be using gels. So I'm using my iGel Beauty Hybrid Light lamp to cure my gels. So this is a 48 watt UV LED lamp. And then the two colors I'm going to be using are Jet Black and Candy Apple. These are both gel polishes from iGel Beauty. When I asked my niece to send me inspo for kinds of nail sets that she likes, she sent me like 4 pictures and all of them were black and red, and I think like 3 out of 4 of them had stars. So obviously that was direction I was going. Apparently she likes black and red. I knew she definitely wasn't a pink girl. You know, she's one of those girls that wears, you know, the baggy clothes, the dark black eyeliner. So I think this definitely fits with her style. So she sent me the sizes that she wants. So I went ahead and laid out the sizes I need. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere them to the stands with my Fun Tack. I want to make sure I don't have any blue tack that's spilling outside the edges of that tip. So I'm only using a little bit, and a little bit will help it stick. And I don't want it to spill out because then I could accidentally paint it with a gel polish and cure it on. And that would either make the tack stick to the tip or can ruin like the nice crisp edges of the tips. So I'm just using a little bit. You can either apply it to the inside of your tips and then stick the tip on top of the nail stand, or you could place that little bit of blue tack on your nail stand directly and then place the tip on top. Either way will work. I did both. I don't know why. Actually, I think I know why. It's because the tack kept sticking to my gloves because I'm not really used to working with gloves. But either way, you can do it however you choose. The tips do have like a little nub at the end of them, so I'm going to go ahead and file them off before I start painting just to make sure my shape is as crisp as possible. I went ahead and dusted off the tips because I didn't want that dust from the filing to mix in with my gel polish. And now I'm going to go in with a layer of gel base first. So I apply gel base because I don't want my gel polish to peel off from the tips. If you don't want to use gel base, you can also lightly buff the surface of your tips just so the gel polish has something to adhere to. But personally for me, I prefer gel base because I think it makes your gel polish apply more evenly. So that's my preference. So I apply a thin, even layer to all the tips and I give it a cure for 30 seconds. And I'm using the double dipped Hema Free Gel Base Coat. I'm telling you, these have been my favorite gels to use lately. Now that the base coat is fully cured, I'm ready to get into my gel polish. So these are the two colors that I'm going to use. And I'm going to be starting with jet black. So I'm going to apply a thin, even layer of that polish to the nail. You could either leave the tip on the stand or you could remove the stand. So these are magnetic. So I love that you can easily remove them or stick them on, depending whatever's easier for you. So I kind of had an idea of what I was going to do in my mind, but I wasn't completely sure. But I knew that the thumb was going to be black, so I started there and I kind of took it from there. I knew there were going to be stars, so we're going to do a little stamping later on so we can do some stars, but definitely black and red were the colors. I guess those are her two favorite colors. I don't know. So here I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do, but I decided for my ring finger and pinky, those will also be black. So I'm going to apply the jet black to those tips, and then I will do my candy apple red. I mean, the good thing about gel polish is it doesn't cure until you put it in the lamp. So I'm going to head and do all the tips before I cure it for a full 30 seconds. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm going to try not to talk too much in this video because I have such a bad sore throat. So I was in the office 2 weeks in a row for the full 2 weeks for my program graduations. So everyone traveled on site to North Carolina. So there was a lot of talking, and I think hopefully that's the only reason my throat is sore. But anyway, so I'm just going to sit back, drink my tea with honey, and let you watch this process. I went ahead and did a third layer off camera because I wanted a little bit more opaqueness of the red. So now we're ready to get into the stamping. So I'm using the stamping plate from Moyu London. This is back to the 80s, plate 02. And I absolutely love this. I don't remember when I got it. I completely forgot I had it, but I love it and I'll definitely be using it again because it is such a fun plate and I am such a huge fan of the 80s. But these stars right here, I thought they were so cool and that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm using my Maniology straight up black stamping polish for the red nail. And so I'm going to stamp the stars on because there is no way I was going to try to attempt to draw a star because that's one thing I cannot do. I thought I was going to stamp both the red nails, but I decided at the last minute to do a red and a black nail. So I'm going to use this red stamping polish, which is 062 from Clear Jelly Stamper. And I'm going to stamp the ring finger, which is the black nail. Now, it's very faint, like you can't really see the red really well against the black, but it's kind of cool at the same time. So I kind of like the way it turned out. Once I'm done with my stamping, I'm ready to get into my gel top coat. So this is the Double Dipped Hema Free No Wipe Gel Top Coat. This is one of my favorites. It's super shiny and it stays shiny for a long time. Now I don't need to go in with a layer of gel base first because I never wiped the tacky layer from my gel polish. So gel polish has a tacky layer, so that's going to be what my gel top coat adheres to. So I'm going to apply a thin, even layer of that gel top coat to all the nails and give it a full cure for 60 seconds. And of course, to finish off the press-ons, you need cute packaging. So I bought this really cute kit from Amazon, which I'll link down below in the description. But it comes with the double-sided tape, and then it comes with these cards, which you'll adhere your press-ons to. So it's all about like the pretty presentation. Now, I didn't get it in a straight line, but that's, beside the point. My niece will be okay with it. And then it comes with these really cute holographic bags. So you can kind of put everything neatly together in this bag. So these are really cool, and I love this packaging. So I'm going to take some of that double-sided tape, and I'm still kind of learning how much tape I need. So I kind of used too much, but I tried to line it up to the tips on the stand, but that ended up being too much tape. So I'm going to adhere a little strip of that to the card, and because I've got both right hand and left hand, so a full set of 10 tips, I'm going to need 2 rows because the card isn't wide enough to fit all 10 tips. So the first row will be the right hand side, and then the second row will be the left hand side. Since my niece is 15, almost 16, she doesn't really use nail glue to apply her press-ons. She uses sticky tabs. So I'm going to include a sheet of sticky tabs so she can adhere her tips to her nails, and she can remove them whenever she wants, and she can reuse them as well. So once I've got everything ready, I'll just stick it all in this cute holographic bag, and then they are ready to be sent off to her, and I'm super excited to see how they look on her. And here we are with a complete press-on set ready to send off to my niece. I hope she loves them. I hope they fit her. I did send her a picture of them just to make sure I was on the right track. She did say she loved them and that they were pretty. I hope she wasn't just being nice and she truly does enjoy these. Because if she does, I hope she lets me make her more, because I had a lot of fun doing this. So I'm curious, drop in the comments down below if you've made press-ons before, and if you use gel polish, if you use dip powder, what you do to make your press-ons, because these were really fun to do. I don't do them often. I've done them once in a while for myself, but I actually prefer to do dip powder or gel polish directly on my nails or my tips instead of doing it press-on style. But this was kind of nice for a change. So if I do make more press-ons for her below, let me know if you want to see more of these videos, or if you prefer me doing my own nails, because I don't want to show you things that you don't want to see. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.